Andi Renee Studios is a local photographer capturing memories of all kinds for people in our community. Andi is joining us this morning with all the details on her business. Good morning, Andi.
Good morning, Ronnie.
Can you tell us about Andi's photography?
Yeah, so I'm a local photographer here in South Bend who decided that I wanted to do things a little bit different.
Yeah.
I wanted pops and I wanted things that I wanted just to capture people's memories in a way that some people probably wouldn't have even thought.
Yeah. So what made you get started?
Oh, I've always had a love for photography. When I was younger, I used to carry a camera with me all the time. Begged my mom to put me in photography classes at school, never got around to it. Worked at a local studio that is no longer here and fell in love with it even more. Got out of it for a while, and my wonderful husband was like, why don't you get back into this? And I was like, I don't know. And so he bought me a camera, and that was it.
Wow.
I kind of took off running.
Yeah. So you mentioned when you were younger, you used to carry around a camera.
I did.
Do you remember what you used to capture?
I used to do landscapes. I would get super close to flowers. I had this one picture of a dolphin at SeaWorld in Florida that it looked like a postcard.
Wow.
And I still actually have that. I look back at it sometimes and I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah. This is where you started, and now look at you. So what can you tell us about your studio and your photos?
Yes. So as I mentioned, a little bit of pops of color and things like that. We started moving into print. And the reason we started moving into print is because we wanted people's memories to be up on your wall. Because this day and age, a lot of times people kind of leave it digitally.
Yeah.
I have this wall at home with a bunch of medals. My metal prints are amazing. And so I did a whole collage of them up on our wall. And that is my favorite wall in our house.
And I know you mentioned about, going through things digitally versus actually seeing it. May I pick this up?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine, okay, picture it.
Okay.
Grandkids. You're sitting there and you're like, hey, you want to see pictures of your parents?
Yeah.
And you're flipping through your phone like this. There's something about turning a page, reading that book, it just makes it even more sentimental and more connected.
Yeah.
Now, those pictures I did not do, but those are the sample pictures or the sample pages of what we can do in your albums.
Nice.
And we do specialize in albums.
Yeah. I remember at my grandmother's house, when I go and visit her, she's always quick to pull out a photo album, but look at you when you were younger. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that was me.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And then I started I have a love for travel and obviously photography as well. So I kind of put the two together and I started doing travel packages and taking people all over the world. We just got back from Ireland. We've been in Italy. We're getting ready to go to Greece. We're going to Iceland, hopefully. Bali, we just announced, and then Italy.
Nice. So I'm looking through this and I see weddings. So do you do destination weddings?
I absolutely will.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice. So can you tell me more about the destination weddings?
So the destination weddings, most of the time if people want those, they hire us. They do have to pay for our travel expenses. But absolutely, anywhere that I can photograph, we will photograph.
Nice.
We love to travel. So I've been to White Sands National Park. We've been out to the Little Sahara. We're getting ready to do the Salt Flats out in Utah again. So we love to travel and we love to do different things.
Yeah. So I know we're into this new year.
We are.
And before you know it, graduation will be right around the corner.
We do.
So do you do senior photos?
Oh, absolutely. Senior photos, I rock those. So everything that we do, we personalize it.
Okay.
So your session is going to be completely different from somebody else's session. I think that's one of the other things that kind of sets us apart. Yes. We like to make sure that everything is fit to them.
Yeah.
We want their personality to come out, not mine.
Right.
I mean, we want a little bit of mine in there too.
Yeah.
We do use smoke bombs. We do on destination areas as well, like beach. We'll go all different types of places, abandoned buildings. I mean, with the proper.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't just say, hey, we're going to come in here. But yes, we do go through the proper channels to get in.
That's so good. I love your photos. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And thanks for being here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Make sure you visit Andi Renee Studios. For more information, call 574-387-6455. Visit them online at Andi Renee Studios or find them on Facebook.